Hello YouTube and welcome to today's unboxing. Today's an exciting day because I finally got my first robotic pet bionic robot dog by Petoi, and his name is Bittle, but I think I might give him a different name. Whatever name you think I should give him, just suggest it down below in the comments. But yeah, let's get started. So the first thing I'm going to do is I'm going to break the seal. Alright. And then so the first thing is thank you for adopting Bittle. Build wire code. And it says good boy. And on the other side it says find the instructions at docs.petoi.com. Join their forum, trick your friends or pets, share fun moments with Bittle. I don't see how you could trick anybody with this, okay, but yeah, I guess the dog can do tricks. Okay, and here we have a checklist. Alright. So, yeah. Everything's here, the instructions. You can scan the QR code and get the instructions. Then you've got support, email, social media, and the list of everything. So the first thing is we see Bittle here, his body and his head, and we've got the box with the servo motors, and this is the charge cable. And if you lift the servo box case, let's open that up and see what we have in here. Alright, so we got all the servos. They feel real heavy too. Yeah, they feel nice. They don't feel cheap or anything like that, and they're metal. And there's like a little bit of oil. So, you know, you got a screwdriver. And you've got screws, and it looks like what goes on the servo, and springs in this bag. And then in this bag we have a few things in here. We have a connector. We've got 3 circuit boards. So this one's the Bluetooth, this one's the Wi-Fi, and this one is the USB adapter. So okay, let's put that back in the bag. Let's move that box. And this is the body, and the body, it looks like, let's see, we've got a head, and this can open up or stay down. Okay, it's good to know, because I was wondering if this was mechanical in any way. So it doesn't look like it is. And then this is the body. Plastic feels good, doesn't feel cheap. And this is the battery. Alright, this is a 7.4. What is that, 1000 milliamp? 7.4. Yep. And then this is the main board. You've got the remote. These are supposed to be empty. And more pieces. These are for the legs, of course. So yeah, guys. So this is gonna be unboxing and review. I'm gonna go ahead and build it. I don't have any experience ever building something like this before. So I'm just gonna, take in as much knowledge as I can about it, and then I'm gonna follow up with the review. So here's Bittle all assembled and ready to go. So I'm gonna turn him on. The battery is underneath. So you can actually mount this battery either this way or the other way around, where the buttons are on this side. So I just did it like this because the charge port is on the back, and it just makes it easier to always charge him without taking the battery off. And so this light right here is going to turn blue when I turn it on. But when it's red, it means it's charging when you have the wire hooked up. And then when it's green, it means that it's already done charging. So I'm going to go ahead and push the button down until the blue light comes on. And then I'm going to put Bittle down. And right now, I'm not going to use the phone. I'm just going to use the remote. And so I'm going to go ahead and push this middle button right here. I don't know if you guys can see it. Right? This button in the middle. So you've got an arrow to go forward, and then the turn buttons, and then the reverse button. This is the speed button, and this is the sleep button in the upper corner. And below there are a bunch of other buttons that do tricks and stuff like that. But I'm going to go ahead and push the stand button. And as you can see, I don't know if I'm having a problem with that servo or if I have to change it. Let me push it again. Alright, so something is wrong here. Alright, so let's see now. Let's sit. Let's stand. Alright, so that's what I notice sometimes, is sometimes the servos aren't in the right place and you might need to get it going in the beginning. And some of the commands, when you execute them, it kind of might stutter or do weird things. But I just want to say that these things only happen in the beginning. Once it's ready to go, it kind of goes away. So let me go ahead and see if I can do the push-ups. Right, and what else do we got? That's peeing. So that's Bittle peeing. And which one is that? That one is him saying hi. This one is his butt up. Let's go back to sit. And see, he does that sometimes, I notice. Like the servos, it does like a quick move like you just saw. I don't know why that happens, but yeah. But like I say, it doesn't take away from the experience. I still love this thing. I still appreciate what's being done by the creator. I love Bittle a lot. Like, as my first quadruped, you know, I really do appreciate it, and I know exactly where this is going. Before DJI released their drone, I had a X aircraft drone, and you had to put it together just like this. And now X aircraft, they do agricultural drones. So quadrupeds, dogs like these, they're gonna look like this in the beginning, but eventually they're gonna be just like, you know, the same evolutionary path of the drone, where it got cameras and sensors and all types of other stabilization features and things like that. It's gonna turn into that, and it's gonna also be more beneficial, you know, as a seeing eye dog and other things, you know, like I could see your quadruped, you know, fetching your keys or finding things in your house that you tag that you can't find, but it can just go run through your house and it can just find it for you, you know. So that's just one idea. There are so many ideas that are flowing through my mind for this thing and how it's going to play a role in our lives. I'm really excited for the future. So let's go ahead and try something else. This one is like a lay down. Oh no, that's walking. He's walking off now. So let's just stand up. Okay. So you've got different walk settings, right? Let me just focus on that. Yeah, so you have a lot of different features. So the tricks start from here down, and then here across you've got different walk settings, and then of course these are the directional and speed, sleep. So you've got a lot of settings on this remote, and pretty much all the settings that are on the app as well. So, but one thing about the app is the app allows you to code your own actions into it. You can literally create your own buttons in the app. So, and the app, you can control Bittle from all directions, not just one. So if you notice with the remote, I always have to point it at his butt because that's where his infrared sensor is. So yeah. So let me go ahead and get the app and let's connect it so I can show you. So if you look up Petoi in the App Store and you see this icon, that's the icon you want to download, and then go ahead and open it. And then when you open it, you're going to see automatically if your Bittle is on, you're going to see it show up, and just hit connect. And that's it. It takes you directly into the interface, right? And then guys, you can go ahead and you can control them, do all the same things. So if you want to do the push-up, you hit the push-up button. Oh, see, it's not working. Why isn't it working? Okay, so let's go back, guys, and let's try to reconnect. So you can see, like, sometimes it does get a little buggy. Well, you see what he just did? He just hit the floor like that from standing aggressively. So little things like that, I mean, not a big deal, but you can see the little kinks that need to be worked out. Now if you hit push up, so now he's connected to the app and doing what he's supposed to. And let's go ahead and push something else. Hip up. Okay. And then I'm just going to say the words to the buttons, guys. So sit. You see those little adverse movements? So that's with the remote and the app. But trust me, I mean, you got to understand that this is like the first generation of the mini quadruped. So I totally give it a pass. I don't even care about all the little kinks, really. I really appreciate this pet. I don't know, I'm different. Some people expect everything to be perfect. I am a technology enthusiast. I just like the evolution and the process and where it's gonna go. So let's hit rest. And you can see he stays down there, and let's stand up. And he's back up. So now what I'm going to do is I'm going to take Bittle for a walk on the floor, and I want to just show you a couple things that I realized about Bittle. I can just tell you off the gate that he does not like rough textured surfaces if you want to walk or run. If you do crawling, he can pretty much crawl on most surfaces, and crawling he kind of drops his body weight down and he kind of meticulously crawls over the surface. I'm gonna show you that. So when I go outside, I can only walk him on the pavement in crawling mode. I can't do walk or run because all the little bumps and the hard textures in the asphalt, he will just flip over, and it just doesn't work out. So the best thing are smooth surfaces. This table, if my floor was made of this table, it would be perfect. those are the best services, because you know the sensors, you know, there's when it's all even, it's just easy on the sensors. There's no miscalculations. It doesn't throw all the calculations off in the computer to where things get chaotic and it flips over. So even services are the best. Towel services, which is what I have, my towel services, it has grooves in the floor, right? So those grooves, whenever the foot steps in those grooves, you do see Bittle react to them. So that's how sensitive Bittle is to the surfaces on the floor. All right, so let me just go ahead and walk him and show you what I'm talking about. So I just wanted to show you a few more things in the app. So you can see they have step, crawl, walk, and trot. Those are the different settings. And then you have the speed control. You hit this button and it changes the speed. I'm not going to use the app for the walking demonstration. I'm just showing you all of the features on the app so I can just get past it really. So yeah, if you want to make your own buttons, you hit the plus sign, and then you can see you can add your own string of codes in here to make Bittle do different or new actions of your choosing. And so yeah, that's pretty much the app. And then the directional controllers, you can pause Bittle if you want. But that's it for the app. There's nothing more to the app. The reason I'm going to use the infrared remote is so I can use my phone to actually record the walking, because it's going to be hard to just mount the camera on the tripod and do this. So yeah, let's get to it, guys. Let me go ahead and show you Bittle walking. Okay, so that's it. I hope that gave you a little bit of insight into Bittle and what he's capable of. Now, there were a couple things along the way, like when I loaded the script onto the board in the Arduino IDE app, I did encounter some unusual messages, which you're going to see on screen right now. I don't know what those messages exactly were. Maybe some of you can comment down below. But it still loaded everything and everything still worked out, even though the messages didn't align with what I was seeing in the tutorials for Bittle. So if you see the same messages, I would say don't worry about it, because it's still gonna work. And yeah, so that's it, guys. If you found this video useful or informative, please hit the subscribe button, like, share, drop a comment. That's it for now, and until next time.